Hello! Yep, got audio. First thing I always check. I'm so bad at remembering to unmute myself. Welcome back for episode 2 of Designhander 2, designing the Flames of Freedom character sheet. So, last week I took a break, much needed mental break. I was feeling pretty bad, but I'm back now and I am ready to get further into this. I'm not sure how far we're going to get today. Last time I said I was going to take some time to go through stuff, but I haven't been able to do that beforehand. And unfortunately, I'm exactly where I left off last time. Still don't. I will. I was struggling. I did have some time to think about whether or not I wanted to do InDesign versus Illustrator, because I did do the Designhander character sheets in Illustrator because it was easier for me to build it. But then I did the Flames of Freedom page layout and the pre-gen character sheets for their one shot that was in the quick start. I think it was called the Sin Eater. And I did it all in InDesign, and I'm kind of like at that point where I'm like, do I really want to keep going further in InDesign, or do I want to step back and then do, while I'm not that far into it, go ahead and do it in Illustrator? And I think I'm just going to commit to doing it in InDesign and letting that be what it may. So I think we'll go ahead and switch over to the share screen mode. Yes, I got everything up already. Okay, there it is. Yep. It's up. So InDesign is up, and half of my head is covering half of the I think I'm in the skills and talents document right now, because I wanted to see how the talents were listed, so I could potentially put it into here. And then I also have up with me right now is the Illustrator file of the character sheet I did for Designhander as a reference. So I have all this up. I should say, I don't think there's very much people in here right now, but if you do have questions for me while I'm working on stuff, please feel free to ask them. I am afraid to play music right now while I work because of all the DCMA, DMCA, DMCA notices that Twitch has been giving out to music, even if it is free to use. I worry about that. I don't want these videos to get flagged right now. So it'll be mostly me talking in silence or sitting in silence. So if you have a question, I can talk during it. Please, I would love that. Design questions, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, all that is fair game. So I did get some notes from Daniel from last time, and he said that they got rid of these influence points for the rebels and loyalists, so that can be just straight up deleted. I talked about last time how the border I had made for the page layout was kind of restricting my space. I am going to design for function first and then see what design elements I can add that doesn't create a lot of cognitive load after the fact. So these sheets are going to look very plain and very boring for a while while I figure out the function. So that being said, let's go into it. I'm going to just work silently until, or mutter to myself as I'm doing this. So we have the belief, we have flaw, we have conflict. I want this to align with this. I have, can I not, why is this connected to that? I am intrigued. I would like for this to not be connected to each other. Can I delete this? Interesting. All right. I don't know why that is the way it is, but that's fine. We'll just do this. And we'll make this a box with a stroke so that it can be its own thing, its own entity, and not have this weird joined thing. Okay, so now I'm going to align this. What I was saying before I got confused by the objects was that I feel like I design chaotically. I jump around a lot, and I'm trying to get better at sticking to one area and going, okay, that's the one area I got to focus on right now. Since termination is this, I'll probably bring it up onto one line, stick it here for now. I think we were in the process of figuring out the Mad Lib's character sheet fill out. So we want full name, not name, and we want also the pronouns over here. Okay, I think these are all caps. Yeah, they're like that. That's how they are. They are using not all cap, but the, there we go. All right, well, we can just do this. Boop. Eyedropper tool. Profession. Also, as if you're watching this live or if you're watching this on the recorded videos, I apologize for, again, my chaoticness of jumping around a lot and then also losing my train of thought. I do that a lot. I am not a good multitasker. And so talking and streaming live and doing design work is probably not a good format for me. I do enjoy it. It's just I am bad about juggling things, multiple things in my mind. I'm just trying to get an idea of, also I notice I zoom in, put my head down a lot. I'm just trying to get an idea of spacing right now of this Mad Libs. I'm going to just group stuff so I can do an alignment with the selection. Align to selection, distribute spacing. That looks pretty good. I think the Mad Lib goes, my name is let me quit Discord so stuff doesn't pop up. We can do something like, my name is so-and-so. I'll probably ask for better like wording for the Mad Lib, but oh, so Snyder's Return is asking me, what am I hoping to complete in this session? I would love to see the first page be done. Lined up, everything, the things that are missing here, the bonuses, bonus advances and stuff, and then the dots and pips on the first page. And then I would also like to figure out the how to do talents and like the weapons and stuff, because as it stands right now, I'm not sure how much I would need to put, or like what kind of chart I would like, not chart, what kind of like tabling I want to do. As usual, I'm going to keep magic to last, and magic is probably going to be its own page because not everybody is going to be a magic user. So, hello, Dr. Magus 1982. So let's see, selection space. Okay, good. That is what I'm hoping to do. I hope that was an answer. Can't tell if I missed, if I jumped around the answering that. So first page is my priority day. So that's spaced out, and I feel like you should probably put your trait on this page, so you always remember what you are doing. In the old Designhander game, you had talents and traits down here where you do trappings and your coin. I'm interested in, I have to figure out if we need to have like a difficulty rating on the pages. Is that something that's necessary now? Do I also need to have a section for injuries? Do I also need to have an encumbrance limit or dodge and parry? Is that important to the game? Armor? Is it all the same, you know, with the damage threshold modifier, the qualities, and the encumbrance value? Is this stuff all the same for Flames of Freedom as it is as Designhander? Because if that's the case, then I need to make sure the second page has the space for it. And right now, as it stands, I don't know that. So I'm really focusing on the first page today. Just getting this. I think this is called talents. Talents. Yes, talents. Oops. And then what we can do is we can make a little, take our little ungroup, bring this down, several boxes, align to selection, distribute the spacing. Great. I do that a lot, and I apologize if that's bothersome, but I like to see what it looks like without all the guidelines too, to make sure it looks nice. And it's kind of like the equivalent of like looking at your painting or illustration and standing away from it and then coming back up close. That's what these guidelines and boxes are for me. It's like, this is up close, and then this view is the stepping back, making sure things look right. So what I need here, I'm pretty sure, is what is in here in the InDesign, or the Designhander Illustrator, is this thing like bonus advance, and if you take it or not, and then also your little box up there. So I think I'm going to grab this, just this group, bring it into here. Boop. It's very important to have sound effects when you're doing your design work. It's necessary. Group. Group. There you go. So now I'm going to try and bring these over a little bit all together. Intelligence wasn't such a long word. Gonna mess me up, intelligence. Oh, didn't grab agility. Dang you, intelligence. Why you gotta be so big? Let me look at there's only 3 here to the right, so maybe I don't need to have this many. It doesn't have to be that spaced out. Maybe we're okay. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to forego that for a second, and I'm going to go over here. And I'm trying to decide what's the best plan of action. Ungroup. Probably doing this. Ungroup. I want you little circles by yourself. Group, copy. Get out of here. Illustrator. Okay, I'm going to do this real quick. So it looks like I could probably get away with doing this multiple times down. So this looks like it could go about, what's the longest word? Handle animal looks like it's the longest one because it's got a space in it. So let's go bring this down here to get an idea of our spacing. Okay. So I can bring this over about, I want to say there. Okay, that means I can bring this over now. Now I have this going this way, and now I can bring these bonus advanced boxes, which I will take this box and go bonus advances. Bonus advances. Oh, Snyder's Return asks, since music is a no-go, what is normally on your design playlist? I tend to, when I can do this kind of stuff, when I'm just moving pieces around and I don't have to think about anything, I can listen to music that has words in it. Right now, I've been listening to, I don't play League of Legends, but I've been listening to KDA's new album on repeat right now. That's been my go-to, which is like, I don't know, electronic house-ish music, poppy, I suppose, like K-poppy music. If I am, my usual playlist, I have a playlist called Booty Sway. And that's because I used to have a stand-up desk at my work, and I would like to sway to that music, and it's like stuff that keeps me pumped, and a lot of it is electronic house music. That's usually my jam. Now for writing is something different. I cannot have words. If I'm copy editing, I cannot have song lyrics, and my best writing, my actual like straight up just writing out stuff is nature sounds, because it's chill and peaceful, and it's kind of like white noise. That's my other go-to on group. Let's make this size, where's my size at? Here it is. We'll make you 0.25. That seems legit. I think this is for like modifiers. Yes, it is. Okay, so now I can bring this stuff over a little bit more. I actually could probably make this bigger. Too big? Maybe. I'll group it. This all needs to align with each other. Yeah, I wish I could be playing music right now, but again, I'm afraid of DMCA stuff, and then this whole video gets muted, which has happened to a couple of my shows that I've been on. How do I delete this message and ban? I'm glad I got moderating power, because I've been seeing lots of spam bots too on Twitch lately. Align to selection, space, beautiful. Too close to each other, I think. I need to be a little bit more spaced out, I think. Especially if I do intelligence. Unless I bring bonus advances down to there, maybe? Oh, random spam bot. Hey, how'd you get over there? Stay over there. So yeah, for anybody who's coming into the chat right now, please feel free to ask me questions. Talk to me. I'll try my best to do to multitask. I think it needs to go over more. I think because of perception. I mean, let's see what size font this is. Is this? It's not even a font size. It's not even a font. I mean, it's a font. It's just not a font text box because I took it from Designhander Illustrator, which did not preserve the the ability to edit. Words is hard. Okay, that was 9.0. Okay, that's a weird. Okay, we'll keep it this size. Okay. Bop, bop, bop. So I always talk about how I just wish there was more succinct words for stuff. If you could get every one of your stats to be the same amount of letters, what a world that would be for designers. Because intelligence is huge and long in a name, and ugh. Okay, ADHD brain break. All right, try and focus again. Intelligence is my nemesis. I think what I'm going to do, ungroup, I'm going to, what size font is this? That's 10. So somehow this got huge. So I feel like I'm going to do this, and I'm going to convert all of them to editable. Oh my gosh. Yes. Please, Daniel, can you change intelligence to smarts? That would be so helpful. Okay, so I'm going to make these all into actual text boxes and not vectorized shapes. So we got willpower. Oops, let me make sure I remember that. Willpower. And then we have fellowship. I also sometimes wonder, sometimes I wonder when I'm doing design, like if other designers watch me and are like cringing because of how I do stuff, because I don't really have other fellow designers I work with on a day-to-day basis. Well, my graphic designers I work with for my day job, but they all learned from me, and I'm like, oh no, have I ruined you with my ways? Was it fellowship? Yes, okay, fellowship. Perception. Because I feel like once you get into your industry, and like for me, I've been working in the same graphic design job. Well, it's not the same. I've grown in the position and in the roles. But once you get into it and you don't really go to conferences or work with other people or like learn new things, you kind of just, as you Google over time, kind of acquire stuff. I barely ever learn new aspects of updates to Adobe InDesign or Adobe products in general, and I feel like I should probably get on that, as it were. Oh yes, change If I can change intelligence to smart, then I can change fellowship to feels. Or friends. Or friend. Your friend stat. Oh, why did I need that? Okay. I also need to change, I think, the amount of spacing in this, because this is going off the page, I think. Also, I need a cough for a second, so I'm going to spare you all. You have been spared. Maybe I can bring it up a bit. I definitely, going back to saying what I was talking about other designers and how I work, I definitely know if people... What? I don't want to up the stroke. I just want to move this upwards. Okay. I definitely know how I do book layout for my day job would get eyebrow raises because it's not how I would want to do book layout for my job. But because I started in a department that was founded by someone not by me who would set up their ways of doing things, it's kind of haphazard and not intuitive, I suppose, or easy to flow text. Ooh, I bet you I could put primary attributes on one line. If I can do that, holy moly. I bet you that doesn't say attributes. I bet you that says attributes. Yep. Attributors. I bet you... No, I gotta keep the skill ranks the way it is. And denote special skill the way it is. It could be aligned, though. I'm trying to get space. Okay. Fellowship. I'm going to group these all again together. Maybe, yep. They need to be closer to each other. Just touching. Align to, please. Thank you. Okay, cool. Your group's ready? Cool. Are you aligned? Get aligned. I am alignment to me is so important. Sometimes I'll see stuff, like even stuff that I've done, like, and I've let it go out into the world or whatever, and just it's off just a little bit, like, oh, I forgot to align that. Always gets me. Even if it's just like a couple millimeters, sometimes I can notice it and I'm like, I think it even happened in one of the Designhander character sheets I released. I sent the final files over. I'm like, done. It's beautiful. Here you go. And then I look at it after it's been released and I went, no, there's one little thing that is just a little bit off. Will anybody notice it? I don't know, but I notice it and it bothers me. But maybe just only me. And the other people out in the world who notice those things too. Okay. Willpower can be closer. Fellowship can be closer. Got it, got it, got it. Everything is hopefully grouped now. If not, I wonder... Why not? Why am I doing this? I could do this. I could do that. And instead of having it over just the circle. Oh my gosh, did I just blow my own mind? Would this be acceptable? I'm gonna push for it because I hate trying to make this all look nice and even in here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Because this is all combat and they're all related to each other. Right? So why not? Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yes. Okay. I could just make this combat bonus box smaller. Let's just delete all this. Blowing my own mind. I spent all that time aligning it, and then look what happened. Whatever. This is learning. This is being struck by a lightning bolt and being like, well, what if I do this instead? Will I make my life easier? And I think the answer is yes. So I'm gonna do it. It's just a matter of now this whole situation at the top being okay. So I gotta figure out this. This is, like I said, my goal today is just getting this front page figured out. Let's do 0.3125. Let's do this 0.1875 because I think that's for, I'm not exactly sure what that's for. Can't remember. Again, I've only played Designhander and like, oh, you know what? Could I do this? Oh my gosh. Oh Lord, I'm doing it. I'm doing something different. It's getting exciting for me. Could I do this? Am I getting away with it? Grouped. That's already grouped. That's already grouped. Align. 2, 1, and space out. Nope, I don't like that. Not use spacing. Align to selection, please. All right. So aligning to stuff sometimes doesn't always work out perfectly. Because it visually doesn't look balanced. So the question was, tonight is returned, would centralizing it affect the positioning of the plus minus boxes? I don't think so, because I think we're going to be okay if I can bring this up a little, because that would be your main percentage. There's your bonus advances if you do it, and then there's your combat stuff, and then here is only your skill rank. So I think we're okay. I mean, ultimately, Daniel can tell me to go back to the original way if this is not working. Because again, we need to do this design and then we have to try it out, right? Fill it out and make sure it works for actual use and not just me like going, oh, this looks good. Because that's very important in user experience, is making sure you vet your designs, right? Try them out. But I think I like that better. I might even like... I might even like something like this too. Oh, am I getting too funky? Am I getting too funky here? Oh no. I'm doing something strange. Let's take some of these little circles. I might be doing something too funky. I don't know, guys. Nope. I need to make it one little guy. One of these circles. So that I can undo the spacing. This is funky design town. We're breaking some of our pre-established setup here. All in the vein of saving space and making things look more aligned. No, let's do align to selection real quick, then group G. So I wonder if I could do this. Is this okay? I'm experimenting and it feels strange. But I like this. I like this, I think. And maybe... So I can't remember what that is supposed to be for. I think it's like a modifier box. Like if you're taking some sort of, I don't know, penalty. So maybe I could put like penalty under there. I'll have to double check, but I want to make these both the same size and then label them. Wow, what have I done? I've completely redone this. Oh, you know what I could do? I could ungroup this. I can even go back to the 3. Oh, we're getting... Group these 3. Group. Align with each other. Go back to saying bonus advances. Maybe make this like this, because why not? Group these together. Okay, okay. I'm always in the pursuit of having things be aligned as much as possible. Maybe do this. Okay, so Radiar RPG is telling me, which thank you very much, the large box is your attribute bonus and the small box is the ancestral modifier, which I'm correct, doesn't exist in Flames of Freedom. Freedom! Okay, cool. If it doesn't exist, then... Oh, you're right. You're right. I remember now. Flashback to when I had to make a character. When I made a character, I didn't have to make a character, but I made a character. I made an ogre, and I got to put a modifier there because of my ancestry. So I think Radiator RPG, you are correct, and so I don't have to have that little box. So therefore, I'm pretty sure what I'm doing right now is like fair game to do, and I have the space to do it in, and I'm like really excited right now. If I hear differently from Daniel, which I don't think it's true, or I don't think Radiator RPG is wrong, so I think I'm gonna do what I'm doing, which is exciting. Exciting to me. And if it is incorrect, I now know though I have the space to do this in, so it's not that big of a deal. We can definitely we definitely have tons of space, and it wouldn't be like that hard to wouldn't be that difficult to move around. Um, but wow, talk about exciting. Talk about all the space I'm going to be saving right now. Boop, 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 boop. I can even space this out. Well, I want to get this back up to here. Do I even have space to like... Oh, man. Man, I'm excited. When things start to like just come together, it's just like, ugh. I don't know if I want that to align to that. Yeah, no, I don't. Ungroup. Like, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete all of this. Delete, delete, delete. It'll just be easier to copy the whole thing and drag down. So... me being really picky about things lining up. Boom. Boom. 1, 2, 3. I like that better. We'll group this together so then it can be aligned with this. And then bam, we have our new box. Our new little grid of... I get this all out here. What do I think of that? Looks pretty neat to me. Okay. Bring it down, bring it down. Our little template that we have now made for this. Oh, it is beautiful. Oh, but I should probably focus on this right now. Paragraph. Let's do this. Oh, it's right at the... right where I need it, actually. So maybe I don't have to... Oh, dang. Well, look at that. That worked out pretty good. I could probably get rid of the space in here a bit so that way it's not so close to the bottom. Primary attributes. Now it doesn't fit on one line. Poop. Maybe do this. I'm gonna do all this work over again. because I'm a stickler for alignment. There's that. Bring this out here. Great. Ungroup. Group. Align. Dang. There we go. Group. Okay, so athletics, toughness. Athletics. That only has 4. Actually, you know what? We could probably get away with doing this. Boom. Because now that we have the space with the inside the box, do I need that much though? Oh, okay, that's fine. No, I don't. We're just gonna stick with it because that is actually lining up kind of perfectly, and I'm so happy. And then watch me next time we come back and we do this. I'm gonna have to like redo everything. Oh my god, because it's not right. Nightmare situation. Oops. I just want to pull this over this way. Is it gonna make it huge again? Okay, cool. Let's do this then. Wow. I need to get... that doesn't look awful. I'll do that later. Okay, cool. He comes... Not bad. Rumor's still there. Rumor could probably be... Let's do 0.5. What? Oh, oops. 0.5. 0.55. Hee, that works. Okay, so... Wow, why is coordination... It's like this. Okay. Boop. Bring them down. We're going to put these back in here after I've formalized them a little bit more. Oh, good night. Snyder's Return. Thank you. I hope I get this done on the front page. Yes, it is pretty late in the UK right now. Okay. So bring this over there. Now I got to figure out these dots. So this is what I'm talking about when I say, going back to when I was saying, I bet you if other designers see how I do things, they would cringe. But this is how I'm going to do this. So no, that is not what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is this. I need to... There's probably a better and faster way to do this. Surely. But I'm going to do it in a very convoluted manner. I'm 100% certain. And this is what I'm doing. And then I'm just going to align to selection. I don't know what else to do. And I would gladly take tips and hear from people about, oh, Amber, you could actually make this an icon and then copy it into, maybe I can. Why don't we try it? In this last 10 minutes or so, let's try and do this. Let's see if I can copy this and then paste it as a text thing in there. And then see. Oh, we'll do one of these since they're single units. I swear, if this works. Oh my God, it worked. Why? What have I been doing? What have I been doing? All right, we'll set up a tabs. One of my favorite things to do. Command T. Nope, Command Shift T. And we're going to tab that over, maybe. Ugh, I am ridiculous. Why is it not letting me tab now? What? What? What is happening to my text box? Okay, great. Tab. I am ridiculous. Okay. Perfect. We'll do. Okay, tab. 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 Change it to that. We'll change it to this one that fits there. We'll change it to this here. To this. Great. And let us move it here. Do you think that it looks okay? Let's see. Maybe the first tab can go over a little bit more. And I think that looks pretty good. Oh, nope. No, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, I was only doing that line. Get back in there. This has like been my main goal for this, is just making sure things align nice. Okay, cool. So I learned something. I pushed myself. You know what? I pushed myself and I went out of my little box to try something different, something I normally wouldn't do because I'm so set in my old ways, and I learned something new. And I have created now a much easier alignment method than what I was going to do originally. And you guys got to see it, the few of you got to see it live unfold before you. And I feel powerful and good. And I'm not doing a ridiculous thing which would make other creators cringe and go, why, Amber? Why have you added so much work to yourself? And I'd be like, I don't know. Because apparently I crave pain. And this is just so much better than what I was going to do. Get rid of that dot. The most tedious of tediums. Setting up tabs, doing tables, but also extremely satisfying when it all comes together. Like what we're doing right now. Beautiful. Get rid of this thing. Don't need that. What was I doing? And look, I could probably even see where I can move this closer to handle animal. Okay, maybe a little bit away from that. And then I can bring this closer. And I can bring this closer. Oh, nope. I lost my tab. I just want to make it look pretty close to equidistant. That's not quite equidistant. Get in close here. Hold your breath. Good enough. And then now we can see that I can even bring this closer to here. And that we have more space for everything. And it can breathe easier. Ho, buddy. Looking good. That's not looking good. What do I gotta do to make this not be ridiculous? Okay, here we go. It didn't do it. Good, 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 good. And everything is combat. This is just a combat, 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 combat. We are at 6:57. I'm trying to decide if this is a good place to stop. I think so. I mean, again, next time for sure I will take a look into this and make sure I make my goal clear for next time of what I'm going to do. I think this is really good. I really wanted to get this set up tonight badly because it's one of those things that is kind of a pain in the butt to do. If you struggled through and watched all of this with me, along with me, it's time consuming and also one of those situations where setting it up right is going to pay off in the long run. And I wanted to do it right. And I'm glad I found out that easy way to do it with the box, the circles in the text box. I'm glad it worked out the way I wanted it to work out. And we now have nicely lined up, tabbed, beautiful text box. So satisfying to me. So wonderful. I'm going to save this. I haven't been saving. That's a big no-no. Always be saving. Don't be like me. Don't wait until after an hour of working on something you decide to save. Because goodness gracious, I have had that bite me in the butt before. So anyway, that's it for this week. Next week, I will 100% get this front page figured out, and I will also make sure to go over the armor and the shield and the trappings and everything else to make sure that I'm going to have the right framework for my content or the content. And also, fun note, as I got contracted to do the chapter icon design for all the chapters of Flames of Freedom. So like they're like little icons that go on the bottom. And we just need like little designs to signify what each chapter kind of is, or that you're in a different chapter. And so I'm also going to stream that live. So I'm going to try and figure out how to show my sketching process, because I use an iPad. I'm wondering if I can do like a screen share or something so you can see me do live sketching. So I plan on doing that as well for Designhander 2 after I'm done with the character sheet. And I think that's it. Thanks so much for coming out, and everybody who asked me questions in chat. You can find me. I'm trying to do the moo bot for me, and I'm messing up. You can find me on Twitter at Rocket Orca. All of my work that I do is at rocketorca.com. My portfolio's there. I also have a list and links to all of the podcasting that I do and shows I do, because I'm a co-owner of a podcast network, and I do play a lot of games. In fact, 29 minutes from now, I'm going to keep jumping into a game, playing Torg Eternity, which is actually streamed on the WebDM's Twitch channel. So rocketorca.com, Twitter at rocketorca. Come find me, come look at my stuff, check it out, and I will see you guys all next Wednesday.